Okay, so the final boss of this campaign. And this one has 2 very hard sections. I think the start, self-explanatory. I'm not gonna go into that like for the 10th time. Minimizing everything. Just hardly steering on this section here as well. And then here. First part that is hard because you need to catch the booster and you need to angle your car to the left. So in that way, you need to get a lot of speed. And you can see they're 2-wheeling. So that means they're very close of sliding out. You can also catch the booster very far outside. Yeah, that is also something that can happen. So make sure to do that and yeah, just try to get this turn full speed. Yeah, then here, minimize airtime. Jump quite far to the right because you can also slide out here. Steer smooth, still everything full speed. And then here, I think that's the first time of the map where you can really release. Yeah, in this turn. Get a good landing, also make sure to steer left. Steer left before it, that you get your little bit of a tilt and you don't get this boop landing. And then get this turn across. Again, make sure to not steer, rather release and don't slide, then slide and not releasing. Yeah, so that's what the rule of thumb is. But you can see this turn is very tight. So just make sure to get it across, get it all speed, and make sure to be able to control the stadium car that you have after that. Because that can be quite tricky. As well as this drift here. Yeah, because with that drift, and that is a very well built turn as well. Like, I just have to put props out to Nadeo. This is, again, a very good campaign that just gives me, as someone who enjoys those in-depth analysis, like just a reason to analyze these maps and be a nerd about them, right? It's really well done. Like, you have this turn, and then you have the snow car after that, where you have to go into a left turn, but you also have to steer left because this small patch here is actually like a left turn as well. Like, it's very unconventional, but you have to readjust, and you can see players are very careful with that, but you have to steer to the left to like predict that turn that is coming up. So let's see what actually Roa did there, because I think he had it quite well. But yeah, look, he stopped steering there for a split second and then went into the snow car. Then here, again, getting a nose slide. Feel free to brake, release, whatever there, because you have to do that anyway. And then you also, like, you can also brake there. Roa had it really good. He maximized the speed out there. So that's what he can do. And now, I think for me, the hardest part of the map. By far, the hardest part of the map. This section, because here, every bump kills you. Every bump kills you, and you can see Granadi not going for a bump. If you get a bump and then a slide, you will end up here. So what you want is, you can of course bump, but you need to set yourself up nicely for this line. This is so important that you get as much speed as possible around that corner and don't bump in this whole section. Though that's why Roa and also Granadi jump so far from left to right that they don't get a slide and they can hold their no slide all the way through the turn and just look at their speed. Like here, just full speed and then pray that you get the ending. The ending also needs practice. You can also take a finish more to the left or even 2 more to the left, so that's completely fine, right? So make sure to consider that. If you have struggled with that part here, you can also brake, release, and also tap the brake here. But this is also a very, very nice map, and I think in general, just my final thoughts here as well about the campaign, because we are done with all 25 maps. Thank you firstly for watching. I think this campaign is really good. This is a very well made campaign, probably top 3 campaigns of all time. I do really like this one. It's very, very good. Also the one beforehand was really nice, if I recall that correctly. Yeah, this campaign was also super good. Summer. This one was, like, we had a lot of good campaigns actually in the last couple of, the last 3 campaigns were really good. I think a big disadvantage is for you as a keyboard player, unfortunately, but for me as a controller player, it's a really good campaign. Unfortunately, you have to learn how to play with action keys and all of this, but there's just a couple of, for me, meme maps in there, like 23 is not a cool map. 21 can also be meh, but I think if you hunt it, it's fine. And, well, what other map was there that wasn't that cool? There's one map that was an active hater on, off of. Yeah. Yeah. Map 8 was meh. Map 10 was cool. I think like all the maps throughout the campaign were just decent. Like really good maps. Also 13 was really good. Maybe 16 was also a bit meh. Then 17 with the trick. Yeah, well. But also 19 was a bit boring. But yeah, other than that, really good campaign. I can just recommend you guys playing it, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for watching this YouTube video. It probably has been a long one, but if you have gone through the timestamps, then it's completely fine. And I think this should help you to do some ranked and all of this. I'll probably do that as well, but not today, because today I'm going to end the stream.